It's Week 10, and the Falcons have flown into Dallas. Atlanta's seeking a little revenge from a season ago when the Cowboys pulled off an epic comeback. Will we get another shootout? Find out next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays. Anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries for an even 100 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Now Rodgers. Open man is Chase, complete. Not much there, only a yard. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. James has got it, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. On play action, now Rodgers. Now he's flushed out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. And leading him out from UNC at his 5th season, it's Mitchell Trubisky.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Play action. It's Trubisky. Steps away. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
And just a yard to go here on second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a first down carry by Jones. That's strong running. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. Now Jones. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Myers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. A give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely done.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, Eckler. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jacoby Myers. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
We always talk about the guy that paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Yeah, baby. We got 4. We got 4.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And a big reason why they have this big lead, the running game. They're over 100 yards as a team, and it's been the catalyst for this offense. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the rushing numbers tell a different story. They really couldn't get a whole lot going on the ground. And the evidence? The numbers.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Trubisky will throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute off.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is caught by Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now. It's Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll go again to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Tucker now to add the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Mike 14. I got it.
Here is Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Trubisky. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Rodgers. James has got it, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man right side, Myers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Jake Kumaro. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Off the option, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they bleed a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, Trubisky. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, Trubisky. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He'll get this to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. Some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Now Trubisky to throw.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 39, Trubisky, and that is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. On the screen, this is Eckler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So that'll back him up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.